and now I'm in the line waiting to cross to the U.S. So it's 2:53. I just got in line about 5 minutes ago. It'll probably from this point it's going to take me at least minimum 2 hours, probably close to three, just to I think move like 3 miles. It's pretty terrible. It's a long wait. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to go over a little bit of what's going on here at the border, the line at the border. As you can see right in front of us, there's a guy selling ice creams, and they got all kinds of flavors: lemon, galleta, things like chips, crackers, pistachio, all kinds of crazy things. Sometimes they even got some things I've never heard of. There's these things called diablitas. They're Tosti Locos. It's a brand of potato chip that they put the sauce. It escapes me. It escapes the name of the sauce that they put in it. And anyway, they taste really good, but they got some really crazy names. And you'll see a little later on, they'll have these crazy toys and weird things you didn't think they'd sell here, like a little kid's desk. They'll just have someone have it on their shoulder, and they'll just walk around with it, trying to sell it. It's weird, the kind of things that they do sell. You can see right there, maybe between this car and the ice cream guy, there's a guy with like footballs, but they're look like trophy or maybe things you just put on your mantle. The Raiders and Kansas City, I think. Yeah, and some little figurines, dogs. And the guy behind that, I don't know if you can see it, but he had a hammock. He's selling hammocks in line here. It's hilarious. And then he's got some Mexican blankets. And this guy has a turtle. Huge turtle thing. I guess people come to the line to buy turtles. Oh, and there's churros. Churros. The lady's gonna walk by right now. Look at those things. I still kind of like churros. I used to love them. The only deal is with these, you never know how long they've been out, and so they could be cold by now. By the time they've made it and then walked around a few minutes, they're cold. And I've always I keep getting burned, so to speak. I pay for them. They're like $2, sometimes maybe $2.50. And you pay, then they hand you the churros, and you get it, and they're cold. And you get eating cold churros. Might as well not even eat them. Can't enjoy them cold. And then this dude right here has got flip-flops. He's got different types of sandals he's trying to sell. And then the guy on the left side of this car is selling bracelets. And you got all kinds of advertisements out here. I think something's for plastic shirt. There's a lot of plastic surgery signs. Then there's a Tecate sign. It's beer. And then there's a casino off to my right. And to the left it says elotes y vasos. So corn and cups. So there's a cup of corn, or there's just an ear of corn. They cook it up. As we get closer to the front of the line, you'll see be a lot of stuff on the right hand side. They have little stores where they'll keep a lot of other things you can buy, and I'll make fun of those things too. Bumper to bumper traffic next 2.5-3 hours. It's fun. Oh, and definitely there's some copyright issues. I'm looking at some DC comic piggy banks. One's a Spider-Man, one's a Hulk, and one's a Batman. I'm pretty sure none of these people paid any royalties to have those piggy banks made. All right, so it's been about an hour, and I've traveled maybe a quarter of a mile. I figure I still have another 2 more. A little bit of fruit. I didn't break down. Usually I don't break down and buy things. Maybe I'll buy a drink or something. My wife is actually in a different car, and so she's making fun of me because she just went a little further than me. Anyway, they bought the fruit. They didn't want to eat it, so now they give it to me. But I didn't break down. I didn't buy this. They did. Okay. These are good. Don't eat this white one. I don't know what that is exactly. I'm not sure what that is. But the watermelon they got, really good. Hot sauce. I just passed her up right now. She's in the lane next to me. Not hot sauce. They got a chili powder. These are great. Anyway, as you can see right there, this guy's selling some fruit. This must be at least the 10th guy I've passed selling fruit. Another guy with drinks. I think drinks is probably one of the better things to sell out here. I mean, I'm in here for 3 hours. I know I always bring water with me because I know I'm gonna need to drink something while I'm here. But I mean, some people don't. You know, they didn't know it was going to be a 3 hour wait. So buying a soda or a Gatorade or something works out. And this guy right here is selling it's called Cocktail de Camarón. It's a shrimp cocktail. There's no alcohol in it, even though it sounds like it should be with the word cocktail. But it's shrimp, and sometimes they serve it with clamato. Sometimes it's not clamato. That's juice. It's probably the juice that the shrimp were cooked in. It's actually one of my favorite foods to eat, but not in line because you never know. I can't eat that in the car. Some people can, I'm sure. Anyway, other things I've seen, the guy just passed by with a Aztec calendar, I guess wall hanger deal, real sparkly. There's a lot of those. I saw a lot of little figurines they're trying to sell, like Ninja Turtles. It might have been piggy banks too. I've seen more bracelets. This guy going around selling these little glass, I don't know, drink stirs or mixers or something. It's like a glass stick with a little flower or bird on it. And then what happens here is also when you're in here, you can't look at these people too much. Or if you turn your head and there just happens to be somebody there, because they will, they'll think you're talking to them. They'll like, oh, you want this? They'll start pointing at this. Like, you want this? And they'll come to your car. I keep my windows shut and I got the air conditioner on. But yeah, so I got my windows up so they can't. I act like I can't hear them, so they leave me alone. And here's a guy with the rooster, some doggies. I haven't seen any real dogs. Sometimes they have the little puppies. They'll have it in their hand. They'll try and sell it to somebody. I've seen that other times, but not today. Hopefully they don't do that. I don't like seeing that because I mean the puppy. You don't know. The puppy could be tired, sick, or whatever. You never know how they treat the animals down here or anywhere. Got another guy that sells ice cream. I've had some of this ice cream. I'm sure it's different from vendor to vendor. I had some and my mom had some and it was terrible. My mom kept saying that it was just like a generic like ice cream and then they painted it the color she had. I think she had pistachio. She said they just had some regular ice cream and they used paint to make it green. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like paint. More advertising. There's a lot of pawn shop advertisement. There's one right there with a blue genie. Express Pawn. To the left, another pawn shop. Bancarrota, bankruptcy attorneys. We're getting closer and closer to the area where they have a little storefronts. It's still another half hour trip. But luckily I got my fresh fruit to keep me company. Okay, it's been about another hour, and I've traveled, I believe, probably another mile, or I'm sorry, a mile total since I started waiting in line. And as you can see, there's those vendors, the little stores on the right. This guy's kind of blocking it, but they got all kinds of crazy things. I see a lot of blankets. Looks like one Toy Story. I got a Hello Kitty over there. Sun of the Moon. I got some piñatas. They got the mask, the luchador mask. A lot of those guys. And I did see a guy with the blanket and the puppy. Selling blankets and puppies. I don't understand why. It was good. I didn't like it. I was a little upset seeing it because I didn't see any water or bowl or anything. Maybe he had it under his blanket or something. But little dog. It was a little baby puppy. Breaks my heart. And then we have some food items. A lot of Bob Marley, Scarface posters. They must sell well. There's a lot of them here. And then more advertisement. A lot of lawyers. More pawn shops. And a lot of religious items. Statues and pictures. And a lot of Mexican culture is heavily rooted in Catholicism. And so you see a lot of Virgen de Guadalupe, the Virgin Mary. So there's a lot of those statues of that, a lot of paintings of those. I think my mom has minimum four pictures of the Virgin Mary or little statues. You know what I mean? Minimum. She must have more. I didn't count. I should count. I see a piñata, little minion. the movie Despicable Me. The end is near. I could see right there. That's the San Isidro border. I mean, it's not far away. I can see it, but it's still gonna take me a little longer to get over there. I'd say probably maybe another half hour to an hour, but it's there. There's a lot less vendors over here after I cross under the walking bridge, but still there should be some more around here. It starts thinning out, I guess. I don't know. Because maybe the people over here now they can see that they can see the end in sight. They don't feel like buying things like ice cream and garbage. Anyway, end is near. Okay, now it's been 3 hours. I'm on my third hour, and the end is near. I can see over there. I can see it's right there. The border's right there. Technically, the border. There's a line on the ground right around here. I'm about to cross. Is technically, I believe, U.S., but they put the little booths a little further that way on the U.S. side. Anyway, there are 3 different ways driving. Actually, I guess 4 different ways when you want to cross back into the U.S. There's all traffic, which is the lane I'm in right now, even though I have a fast pass. My brother was here earlier, then he left because he had to wake up early. So anyway, it was a big hoopla. Anyway, so I'm in the all traffic, which is the slowest because anybody can go in it. And then there's the next fastest is the ready lane, which is basically if you have a passport, you just pay for the little card. It's like a passport card, but I think it's only good for Mexico and also Canada, so just North America. And then, but a lot of people have it because it's faster. You go, it's I don't even know, maybe half as twice as fast, I guess. I was trying to say. Then going into ready or all traffic. Okay, then the next fastest after that is going to be the Century lane, and that's what I have. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that because I had my brother in here a little earlier. And then after that, it's take the bus. There's a lot of cross country buses, international buses. Is what I meant to say. They do a lot of charters from LA or San Diego to deep in Mexico, and then again going back. But what happens with the bus is it stops on this side of the border. They get out. They have to actually take their luggage and walk through the pedestrian entrance, get checked out there. They do the X-rays of the bags and things like that, and then the bus picks them up a few hundred feet over across the border. So those are 4 ways, and then walking. There's also the all traffic ready lane Century. Also, there is a handicap way across. So if you have a handicap placard, or if you are hurt or in a wheelchair or cast in your leg or elderly, you just show them that you're show them that you're injured, or if you have your handicap placard. And what will happen is you go into I guess it's a handicap line. I'm not sure if it is called a handicap line. But what happens is you go through the handicap line. But if there is a bus that comes through, you have to wait for the people to be processed that are out of the bus, and then they'll do the rest of the handicap, which is kind of weird. I would think that even if you are handicapped, they'd move in front of the bus. Anyway, my mom had done that before. So if you ever do cross, those are your options. But again, this is the 3rd hour. I shouldn't be too much longer. I can actually see the booths. I'd estimate maybe 8 more cars, and then I'll cross. Okay, it's been 3 hours and 10 minutes, and I'm finally here at the front. There's about 3-4 cars ahead of me. And it's a pretty big deal here. There's all kinds of cameras everywhere. And then there's gates, there's booths. What's cool about these booths is that they've changed it in the past, I'd say 2-3 years. It used to be single occupancy booths, meaning it's just one border. They're called CBP, California Border Protection agent. Now they've done a double booth, so there's one in front and one behind it. And it does make it go by faster, I guess, depending on how you look at it. Some people might think it's not, but I believe it is. and then these all kinds of cameras that are just taking your picture, and there's some facial recognition software that's behind this. People, some people that are criminals will try and go through here, and what it'll do is it'll detect to see if you're on some type of wanted list, and then that'll relay that information to the cops or the agent. Also, it takes pictures of your license plates. One time I crossed over, and the guy, the agent, the CBP agent, said, "This car is owned by State Farm." That's at the time before I had my car paid off, it was a loan through State Farm, which was interesting. I didn't know they had all that info. But, I guess they get a lot of info from your license plates. To the left, you can't see it, but there's a sensor where I'm going to put up my global entry card. So I don't technically have Sentry card, I have a global entry. It does the same thing as Sentry. I can use all the benefits using the Sentry lane, the fast lane, but the global entry lane also allows me to get some benefits when I fly domestically, and I think internationally. I can get cut across to different metal detectors, to shorter lines, and also when I come back into the U.S., it's a shorter line rather than having I'm gonna go through all the regular, non-global entry pass havers. But anyway, I'm gonna point my my global entry pass to one of the sensors, and it'll record. It'll show who I am, I guess, to the agent. Make it faster. They'll process my info faster. And there it is. It did it. Okay, so it looks like I get this guy here. I got in the wrong lane.
Oh, no.
I know.
How long did you wait at night?
Just 3 hours.
Where are you going, sir?
Going back home, San Diego. There's no U-turns or anything over there. I wish there was.
Hey.
I thought about jumping the curb a few times, but I don't think I'd make it.
Hey, I never went to, never crossed the borders. I don't know. I'm way back. I have no idea.
Yeah, they got different, things going on. It's okay. I had some fruit. I was eating fruit. I had, you get a good show sometimes, people walking by. So it was all right. Thanks, sir.
3 hour wait, huh?
What's that? Yeah, 3 hours. It might have something to do with this Labor Day or something tomorrow, huh?
It'll be worse than that.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I won't be here tomorrow. You won't see me here tomorrow. You just start?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Oh, you got the late shift, huh?
All right.
I guess it's cooler at nighttime. You don't have to deal with all the heat. All right, you have a good one, Ryan.
Right.
Take care.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
Thought I did something wrong. Oh, this guy's going to secondary. Thanks, sir. So that over there is secondary. They'll x-ray your car. They'll take you out. And I've never been secondary crossing into the U.S. before, so I wouldn't know exactly what's going on over there. And these speed bumps are killers. Oh, take this route. All right, so here we are. Now we're in the U.S. and it is awesome. I can just go fast. Trademarked by Ricky Bobby Inc. There you have it, crossing from Mexico into the U.S. And up ahead is the 5 freeway. Up above is a bridge. People use that to cross so they can park cars, and then they will walk over and cross into Mexico walking. There it is, open freeway.